What's going on, guys? I'm your host, Katie Welge for Pine Sports, dropping you some more of the best MLB dimes of the day with my guest, player prop Savant, with two sweet picks, including his Pine prop of the day. We went early last time Justin was here, so here's to staying in the winner's circle with another hit parlay today. Before we get to it, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for all of Pine's future content. Pine and PrizePicks have partnered up, and now all Pine users that deposit and use the promo code PINE will receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Pine is also doing an exclusive PrizePicks sheet in Pine's free Discord. Sign up today and use code PINE when doing so you can snag this deal. Justin, welcome back. We took home the W thanks to you and your last picks, so let's do it again today. What are you going to set us up with first?
All right, guys. So we're back here, coming back. We had two winners for you guys in our last show. Katie must be lucky for us, 2-0. So I'm hoping to continue that today. First play is going to be in the early game, so make sure you lock this in right away. It's going to be on the Houston Astros facing off against the Texas Rangers today in Houston. And we're going to Framber Valdez over 18.5 outs. That is a -110 line on DraftKings at the moment. And I mean, what else can you really say about Framber Valdez? He's gone 6 innings in 17 straight starts. That is unbelievable. I know Urquidy was our last show play, going back to the Houston Astros pitching side. We're going right back with Framber. If you followed me over on my YouTube channel, I go to Framber Valdez pretty much every time he's on the bump, and especially at home. He's top 5 in pitches per plate appearance, which obviously is very good for getting deeper in the game. His home ground ball rate is sitting at 70%, which is obviously the highest in the MLB. His sinker is unbelievable, and he throws at about 50% of the time with only a 380 slugging against. But also, he does have the ability to swing or get swings and misses, right? So he has a curveball that he uses about 28% of the time with a 42% whiff rate. And a cutter that he's been using a little bit more this year with a 34% swing and miss rate. So going up against the Rangers, obviously not the greatest team. Their better guys that are hitting well right now are their lefties. You have obviously Nathaniel Lowe, who's been swinging better. You have Corey Seager, who's been swinging better. But you also have switch hitter Jonah Heim, who's a better lefty. You have Tavares, who's a better lefty. So we're going to put him on the worst side. I think this matchup is great because the Rangers are bottom 15 or the bottom half of the MLB in hitting versus lefties. So I think Framber decides to go a little bit deeper in this one. And he's hit this in 3 of his last 5 games. For our Pine play of the day, I'm going to bring that prop over here for you guys. We cashed in on a prop parlay, a hit parlay on our last Pine play of the day. So might as well go back to it. And I'm going back to a guy I used in that old one, right? I've used it on Monday. I grabbed a Nolan Arenado to get a hit, and he's obviously done that. He's gotten a hit in every single game here in the month of August. Cedric Mullins is going to be the second leg. He's been obviously fantastic for the surging Baltimore Orioles. Going into some numbers here, we'll start out with Cedric Mullins. This parlay will get you around -125 to -130, depending on your book. I grabbed it at -128 over on FanDuel, but we'll start out with Cedric Mullins. Mullins is facing off against Josh Winkowski in Fenway Park, so obviously a fun little spot there, a nice advantage for lefty batters. Winkowski, 300 batting average allowed to lefties, 6.1 ERA at home this year. Obviously, both of those are going to be happening tonight. And Cedric Mullins has huge lefty-righty splits. Against righties this year, he's got a 122 WRC plus. We're seeing a 290 batting average versus 208 versus lefties. So obviously that's a good advantage for us as both of those will be happening tonight. And then heading over to Nolan Arenado, I mean, there's not much else you can say about this guy at the moment. This dude is crushing everybody. I mean, he is batting .467 in the month of August with a 1,000 slugging percentage. That is something you rarely see. And obviously he's in Colorado, old team. In this matchup already, he is 4 for 9 with a homer, 3 RBIs. I mean, he's on one right now. Obviously, Cardinals are pushing for the NL Central lead here. So I love Nolan Arenado to keep it going against German. Gosh, I always say the Spanish guy's name wrong. German Marquez is how you say it. And he has struggled this year. He has been good in the past, but a 6.1 ERA at home this year, 304 batting average allowed, and a 507 slugging percentages just to righties this year. So expect Nolan Arenado to get another hit here today. I think this is a great price. I think both these guys get the job done tonight in Boston and in Colorado.